Hello, I am Brenda Uwubuntu, a board member of the Association of Christian Media. I have a question for you. Do you find giving natural and easy, or do you find it hard? There is a Bible verse in Luke chapter 6, verse 38 that says, "Give, and it will be given to you, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use to others, it will be measured to you in return." You and I are children and followers of the world's greatest giver, God. You, like me, are called to live a generous lifestyle as faithful stewards of God's resources. So you give of yourself, of your labor, your time, your influence, your finances, your expertise, etc. Being generous in every way possible. Our generosity reveals the character of our very generous God. I have learned that giving generously and sacrificially is a byproduct of an intimate relationship with God. Prioritizing your being with God makes your giving before God right. And the more you give, the more you realize how rich and blessed you are. The more you give, the more you find it easier to ask. The more you give, the more you trust in the abundance of your God rather than succumb to the scarcity around you. Faithfully practicing generosity helps you make decisions that are rooted in faith rather than in fear. Consequently, you come from a fear-based scarcity mentality to adopting a faith-based abundance mindset. Now, that being said, the honest truth is giving can be very uncomfortable and painful, isn't it? Sacrificial giving even when it's hard, giving even when it hurts. Sacrificial giving is the very result of God's own power and grace acting in your life to accomplish what you cannot do in your own strength. And as we live in intimate communion with God, we undergo a transformative process and a miraculous restructuring of our hearts, whereby the kind of giving we found painful becomes joyful. Now, today in church, generosity is often seen as a necessary practice to fund the mission of God's kingdom on earth. And that's true. Yet practicing biblical generosity does not only fund God's kingdom work, but it is how you display God's kingdom right here on earth. So what more can you give to radically express God's kingdom where you are? What more can you give today to express God's love and His generous heart to those around you? What more can you give? Be encouraged as you press forward, being the generous giver that you are called to be in your service and your very generous God. And He is ready to bless you abundantly with His unlimited supply that is available for you. God bless you as you give today.